Ever had that one friend who just won't stop showing up at your house uninvited? Well, folks, meet Sunbird. This little birdie is making a comeback, akin to a phoenix rising from the ashes of its own privacy disaster. Yes, you heard it right. Sunbird, the infamous messaging app that once tried to play matchmaker between iMessage and Android, is flapping its wings again, promising improved security measures this time around. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the audacity of this app. Despite its past privacy hiccups, it has managed to gather over 165,000 users on its wait list. It's like a line at a popular coffee shop during peak hours, only this time, you're not waiting for a caffeine fix, but for a potential privacy fix. But hey, let's not be too harsh. After all, it's trying to make amends, distancing itself from its past, and rebuilding its infrastructure from scratch. So, if you've been missing the thrill of potential data breaches, Sunbird has you covered. Now let's talk about dancing, shall we? And by dancing, I mean Sunbird's attempt to dance around privacy concerns. A risky tango, if you ask me. Picture this. Sunbird is like that awkward guy at the party, trying to impress everyone with his dance moves, saying, "Look at me. I can do the iMessage compatibility dance without stepping on the toes of security." It's distancing itself from the Beeper Mini's unauthorized access to iMessage servers, like someone trying to avoid the guy at the party who's had one too many. That's all well and good, but when it comes to credibility, Sunbird's dance card is looking a little thin. Remember the time when there were discrepancies in its advisory team? Or that other time when past experiences made us all raise an eyebrow? It's like watching someone try to do the moonwalk and tripping over their own feet. Not a pretty sight, folks. Sunbird has promised us a new routine, claiming they've rebuilt their infrastructure from scratch. But can we trust this dance of theirs? Or will they once again step on the toes of privacy, making us all wince in the process? If you're not convinced yet, don't worry. Neither are we. Ever heard of a limited beta phase? Sounds fancy, right? It's basically a fancy way of saying, we're not quite sure if this is going to work yet. So let's talk about Sunbird. You remember Sunbird, don't you? The messaging app that tried to bring iMessage to Android, but ended up like a magician who couldn't get the rabbit back in the hat. Well, it's back, and it's stepping into the limelight with a limited beta phase, or as we like to call it, a dress rehearsal for a play that might not even hit the stage. There's an air of skepticism thicker than the fog in a horror movie. Sunbird is like that surprise sequel to a movie that didn't do so well in the box office. You didn't ask for it, you didn't expect it, but here it is. The company has been hard at work, rebuilding its infrastructure from scratch, like a phoenix trying to rise from the ashes. Only, we're not quite sure if it's a phoenix or just a really ambitious pigeon. So, there you have it, folks. Sunbird is back, ready or not. But hey, at least it's never a dull moment in the tech world.